Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grew up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vote and create wealth from within. Hey, what's going on, family? What is going on? Let me know who is on the live on tonight.
Bluetooth connected.
Let me know who's tapped in, friends. Hello, Sister Denise. I'm just going to go ahead and get started. Welcome to everybody, whether you are new or returning. Welcome. If you don't mind when you come in here on tonight, okay, help me beat the algorithm by simply sharing, liking, tagging somebody. In all honesty, I'm creating some content. And I'm creating some content for the strangers that I'm getting ready to build with, okay? Anything that I say here on tonight is for you, then you can definitely take advantage of the opportunity. If not, you can just keep on watching. I don't have a problem with that either. All right, so I will start by saying this. I'm not going to make this a video about, hold on, let me get started over here. Hold on. About to already get it popping, and I haven't got it started over here. Let me go ahead and greet my audience over here in 3, 2, 1. What's going on, y'all? It is Dr. Tawana Worlds coming by here to disrupt as usual. I titled this, You Coming With Me? It's time to stop playing, okay? Your future, your finances, and your family is at stake. I'm not going to use my time or waste your time bringing us up to date on all of the things that transpired on today and all of the things that are transpiring, which are warnings and indicators that we should be moving differently, trying to figure out something differently. So what I will say is this. How do I say this? There's a lot of people that see things. One of the greatest examples that I can use is something that we are all kind of familiar with, something that just happened at the Super Bowl 2025. A brother by the name of Kendrick Lamar did the halftime performance or something. I don't know. I was up in here minding my business while that was going on, but there's a lot of noise out in the social media streets about his performance. And as these clips and, breakdowns of what all transpired through his messaging and symbolism and all of this stuff that got the social media world in an uproar. My greatest takeaway from all of that was a lot of Black people, minority people want to feel included because they've always felt excluded. And so they find things and they say, yeah, I'm going to jump in on that. Yeah, that was representing us. Yeah, wow, I feel empowered. Come on, speak your stuff, tell your truth and all of this stuff. And they do all of this hoorah with no intention on really getting to the meat of the message. Okay, so I've saw all these different clips and all of this stuff um, about the meaning behind what he did and all of this stuff. Okay, what I realized is instead of my community yelling and chanting like, "Yeah, take that," and he didn't have no white dancers and stuff like this that they really proud about. He didn't have no white dancers in his thing, and he showed that the United States was divided and all of these things that they're you know revealing out of his message. But what they failed to realize, and what I saw throughout all of his clips, is his main central message was, if everybody is against you, um, you can still overcome, you can still succeed. He kind of did a storytelling situation where these things have been happening to people, but one of the most prevalent was at the end of his performance, where he said, "Turn the TV off." And that was the most profound truth to me. The message that should have been, you know, received and discerned by everybody who watched the show and watched the clips and everything else that is transpiring, the breakdowns, and everybody got an opinion. His central message was, turn the TV off, okay? You have been systematized through the media, through you know uh, the government, especially. That was the message, that the government has controlled folks and all of this stuff, and they want you to act this way and that way. So he used the Super Bowl to, you know, story tell his message. But I saw a lot of my people feeling empowered because it was a moment. What happens after the moment? What's going on, Johnny Blaze? What is going on? Shout out to Alabama. Um, instead of seeing that this message spoke so powerfully, because here was a man who was ostracized, I guess, by the music industry. Um, and when they took everything from him, he was still in a dark building. He took that moment to come independent without a record label, mainstream, all of this stuff. All of his monies and proceeds go into his projects to paint a story and to tell a message that you don't need them. Okay, this "They Not Like Us" is bigger than Drake. The meaning is bigger than Drake, and he said it out of his mouth in one of the parts. This is not just about the music; it's bigger than this. Nevertheless, I see my people shouting about a moment and missing the movement. That's exactly what's happening. And this has been repeated history over and over and over and over again. And I have come to the conclusion that we, the people, especially the minority people, we like the conditions that we have been in. It garners, sympathy. It garners, hello, Sister Carolyn and Brother David. It garners attention. It garners the ability to make an excuse and say, well, this ain't the reason, or this is the reason that I'm not that, or this is the reason that I cannot obtain this or have this, and this is the reason why we can never get ahead. Instead of looking at the centralized message, get up off of your ass so you can stand up on your feet. Period. Okay? I have no shame in saying that. And I see my people from the Harvard students to the everybody celebrating. Yeah, we stuck it to them that we want to be included. We stuck it to them that if you don't include us, we won't include y'all. We stuck it to them. He represented for the Black community. How about he represented for the Black community, but how many in the Black community is going to take what he said and actually do something about it? That's what's so crazy to me. And so what I've realized is that my people like this. They like the situations they're in. They keep on going to the very thing that they hate, looking for acceptance, looking for inclusion, looking for as if this country owe us something. They don't. And if they did, you would never get it. So now is the time to do something for yourself. Now is the time to stop, you know, uh, looking for other people to give you something, some type of retribution. You didn't see it all across bills and everything else. It's not about you, okay? It's just not, and it ain't gonna never be. And I don't care what politician, what legislation, doesn't matter. It's time to get up off of your backside so you can stand up and do what you need to do for you and yourself. And instead of being mad about the changes that are being made, pivot. If you don't like things that are being done, then go create your own lane. It's easy because you can. And there ain't nobody holding you back. If you don't like funding being cut in schools, go start your own school. You will be not only helping your child, but you will be helping other people's children. And that's a way for you to make your own, passive income, create your own type of lifestyle you want to live. You will not be dependent upon people who you already know what it is. Okay. Don Wells, nobody is there. What an idiot. What are you talking about? And who are you over here calling an idiot? Huh? Let it be clear here, because I don't mind checking a demon. Straight up. I really don't. This ain't the video for that, but warfare is always on site for me. Especially when you demons think that you finna get up over here and pop off. So who is you calling an idiot, first and foremost? I can always drop the link and you can come on up here and I can rebuke you openly in front of everybody else. So I can teach they demons, if they got some, who not to run up on. And since you quiet as a mouse, I'll just go ahead and say this in case you're listening. Satan, the Lord rebukes you. Go play with somebody else. Go be a troll or a bot on somebody else's page. Because I rebuke bots too. Back to what I was saying. Create your own. You won't have to be dependent upon something that was never intended for you. And that's what I'm here for. Opportunities for you to take advantage of if you would like to. Like I said, I'm recording content. I'm going to let my people stay right where they at and mind my own business moving forward. Okay? I really don't have much to offer but my mentorships. Okay? This year, I don't have much to offer but my mentorship. So everything that I will offer here will only be available for this live. Therefore, after that, I don't know what to do. Today was just one of those days where I laid and just try to make sense of like what's happening, why people are comfortable with this happening. Why did you call me to this? I was just minding my business. Why have I had to suffer the way that I have suffered? And I don't want to get too deep into it because I've been very emotional about it all day because I don't understand. And whether I ever will or I won't, I just had to come to the hard reality that you got to let people pick and choose. And even that's how God is. Pick and choose. I see scary, dangerous things happening to people. I see people, panicking. I see people becoming hopeless. I think that's the most devastating to me, but I need to learn how to mind my business. I really do. I'm tired of I don't like seeing anybody suffer. Nobody. I'm a defender of all. I don't care what's going on. If something's going on with you, I'm a defender. I'm gonna be the one. If you ain't got nobody, then you got somebody. And so I hate injustices. That's actually scriptural in the Bible. Stand up for the cause of injustice. And if you don't, you're going to be guilty before you stand before God. Sometimes people don't understand why you have to go through some things, but until you go through them, then you can see the injustices being done to people. And it really, really bothers me. Just how many injustices have been done to my people. I love my people. It's a love-hate relationship with my people. It's like y'all love that. I don't. But I understand that y'all do. This is what you're used to. This is what you like. Because if you did not, you would do anything in your power to change it. This is what you're comfortable in. So I have to respect that regardless to how my heart feels. If I see people coming for my people, I'm a defender. I'm one of the ones willing to put my life on the line to say, leave my people alone, let my people go. I'm really one of them ones. But again, my people have a mindset. I got to stop making excuses for my people. They out here freaking out, panicking, and melting down and don't know what in the world they about to do because all of these programs they have been dependent upon for so very long are getting cut and axed and chopped at the root. They're being stopped and funds returned, and people are panicking. If you were not dependent upon that, that would not affect you at all. I've been one of the ones hollering for a cool minute. Create your own lane. Create your own lane because you can. I did it. It didn't take me no more than 2020 to see. I need to create my own lane. That is too daggone costly. And they talking about another one is circling back. They talking about another one is coming back. Not if, but when and do. The mortality, morbidity rate would be 50% more than 2020. I don't have time for that. I don't have time to go in the stores and be, you know, uh, wondering if there's anything left on the shelves. I don't have. I have hours of video footage of what happened in a snowstorm here and how people were not prepared, and it was catastrophic. I actually went viral for exposing some of the backdooring that was going on while people were on ventilators without power and losing their lives. I had my camera on. I also exposed another great secret here in Texas that there is a whole entire city of people that look like me that ain't never had water. And water is right across the street. So all of that happening simultaneously taught me we've been taught wrong to make us think that these people is for us. Lyndon B. Johnson did a doozy on especially on the minority people because he got us thinking, hey, I freed y'all. Y'all indebted to me for life. The devil is a liar. We ain't indebted to you. We have been indebted to you in real life all our life. Our history of our ancestors, and this is Black history. But where is the Black history being made moving forward? Where are the inventors moving forward? Not the ones we got to read about from the past. And that ain't nothing wrong with reading, but movement keeps moving. Every generation, we should see more and more and more, not have to go back to the 60s or the 50s and 30s and the 20s to see, hey, you know what, your ancestor made this. One of our ancestors, Aunt Jemima, was all over pancake boxes and still ain't getting no royalties. Family is in law court trying to get royalties. What about Uncle Ben on the rice-a-roni box? Stuff that our ancestors did not have the opportunity to partake in, we do. Our ancestors ain't probably never, ever had no $40,000 from no PPPs. What? And we're literally wasting it wanting people to give us stuff instead of creating our own. So I don't know who gonna help us. I really don't. Your girl over here putting up the white flag. Whatever is coming, let it come. I have tried and tried and tried. Yeah, the white flag of surrender. God, I don't know. I really don't know. So these opportunities here are some opportunities that I'm closing the door on, um, and just giving you an opportunity. Like I said, I'm creating content. So if something applies or you want to snatch up something, then you very much so can. I'm not even gonna cap to y'all. I'm building with a different group of people, not by choice, but because something must be built. Hopefully, whatever is built, I will be able to help, you know, a few of my people, but it dang on show ain't gonna be the majority of our people. Our people don't want nothing. We want to look good. We want to look like we wealthy. Okay, we want to live above our means. We want the people who's been in charge of us for all of these years to continue to be in charge of us. Um, we want to be included, what they got going on, versus creating our own path and our own lane. We ain't ready to say no and stop. We ain't ready to take a stand. And that's cool. That's quite all right. But I love y'all. I say that all the time. I will be pulling back a lot of my time. I have, um, another channel that I'm just focusing on a lot of the things that I said, hey, look, come over here. Let's go in a group. Let us do this all together. Let's get some over here in media. Let's get some over here in the credit space. Okay. Let's get some over here in the coaching space. Let's get some over here in the funding space. Creating a community where everything that we need would be in-house. And most people couldn't even discern that at all. And that's something that's greatly needed. So it's each man for his own at this point. The church folks don't care. They're not teaching people how to become, um, how to even educate themselves in a financial aspect. Those type of classes are not being taught. That type of training is not being taught. The government does not care. The community don't care. So you just got to let everybody be where they are. With that being said, I'm going to take the time while I got a little bit of time to go over these opportunities. Like I stated, um, I really legitimately only have two mentorships that is where I'm going to pour in my free time. I have a plethora. When I say I have an overflow of stuff, I have an overflow of stuff. Like, so much so that I'm like, I have to share and I have to get these people on board because this is too much for one person to consume. I mean, in every aspect, when it comes to real estate, when it comes to land, when it comes to funding, when it comes to credit repair, when it comes to government contract, when it comes to AI, when it comes to building a digital empire, when it comes to automation, when it comes to systems, when it comes to trucking, I have so much. Events, books, stages, I have so much that I said I needed to share and get more people involved. But even the people that are involved or get involved, they don't go very far. You can't build with nobody like that. They in it 1 minute and then they out of it. You can't build nothing with that, okay? At all. You can't go further. You will not get where you need to get to in the time allocated dealing with folk like that. So y'all won't be seeing me live. Um, the morning prayers and different things of that sort, I'm going to invest that time that I take and put it into my mentorships. So these are the things that I have. What I'm listing here is what I have that is not a part of my mentorships. It was things that I took out that I was able to use to make some rapid revenue because that's all I'm about. I think if you work every day, you should get paid every day. And running a business or a digital product or a side hustle or a 9 to 5 is working. Or being a stay at home parent or a pastor or whatever it is that you're in, it's working. It requires a level of work, some more strenuous than others. Okay? But there's people that will get involved and won't even work the works. We're not getting anywhere like that. And it's crazy that we see all of the things coming and happening. And I'm not just out here like, yeah, this is only happening to black people. No, black people are freaking out because they did not prepare themselves. Still can care less about preparing themselves. It's a you owe me mentality or I'm stuck. That's it. It's either you owe me and you give me something or I can't move forward. You know how many of our ancestors were born in poverty and died in poverty? That's where our history, that's where we got to reflect back to trauma, how we were sold and beaten and mocked. And no, absolutely not. Good evening, Sister Brenda. When can me and my wife come and meet you and your husband? Um, you can email me. I'm getting ready to be, without saying too much, on another coast for a while, doing some work over there. As I was stating, I have so much information, and really what I have been trying to do is give people an opportunity. And I could be wrong. I'm transparent enough to say I could be wrong in this. What if I'm giving this stuff to people who don't deserve it? Is a question I always ask myself. People that you know ain't really gonna do nothing with it. People that you know gonna selfishly do something with it. People that you know that's not going to take advantage of the opportunities that you present to help us. And that scripture, people perish for a lack of knowledge, is a real thing. And the word lack of knowledge means lack of a skill. Matter of fact, I want to pull it up so you can see it and you don't think I'm adding anything or taking anything away. You can email me, beloved, and see when we can get together. What area are you located in? But I'm getting ready to be going to go do some other type of work. Let me see if I can take this off. Okay. Let me get it pulled up for y'all real quick. I want to show you both. Hosea 4 and 6. 4, 6. Lexicon. Oh. All right, here we go. Houston, Texas, all right down the way. I'm not too far for you. You can email me and we can try to put something together. My email address is on the screen. So Hosea 4:6 lexicon. It reads, and I like to read it in its original context, not in this modern day English context, because modern day English was not a thing the way we speak it until the 1600s. So I like to know if it was written in the Old Testament, that is Hebrew. And I want to know what the Hebrew definition of the word means. So that is what you're looking at on the screen. Okay. It gives me a concordance to figure out what the real word means. My people, and I did a whole breakdown on this. This is not the world. This is a specific group of people, my people, a tribe, a nation. You have to go look at what this means. I'm not going to do it here tonight. My people, okay, are destroyed. They cause to cease. They are cut off. They are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. This is the word that I'm looking for right here. What's the real definition of this word? And this website is going to glitch a little bit. Just bear with me for a second. Why it does this, I don't know. So the word knowledge it just simply means to know. Okay? To know. Slow down. The Hebrew word da'ath primarily refers to knowledge, understanding, or perception. It encompasses both intellectual comprehension and experiential knowledge. In the biblical context, da'ath often implies a deep, intimate understanding that goes beyond mere factual information, encompassing moral and spiritual dimensions. Okay? My people perish for a lack of knowledge, for a lack of information, for a lack of experience, a lack of understanding, comprehension. Okay? This is why people perish for that reason. Because they don't comprehend, because they don't have any experience. Now I want you to see what it means in our regular schmegular talk. Okay? They didn't have the wisdom. They didn't have a holistic understanding. They didn't have discernment, and they did not have the ability to apply what one knows in a practical and ethical, stop that, in a practical and ethical way. To have knowledge, it was seen as a gift from God, essential for living a life that is pleasing to Him. So it said, my people are destroyed because they lack these skills. They don't understand. They don't have no experience. They don't have no wisdom or discernment. They don't have the ability to apply what one knows in a practical and ethical way. Okay? That's what that means. People is out here destroyed. And it's their own fault. Nobody else's fault. But they own. They lack the ability to implement what they know. They lack the ability to understand what they know, to do what they know in a practical way. 2 + 2 = 4. 2 + 2 = 4. Practical. 1 + 1 = 2. I know I gotta have one finger here and bring one finger here and bring them together. Practical. That's how simple it's supposed to be. This word means destroy. My people are destroyed for a lack of the ability to discern, to use wisdom, to implement in a practical way, to have experience. Okay? Destroy means to be like, to resemble, liken, compare, imagine, think, to be dumb, to be silent, to fail, to perish, to to destroy. My people are destroyed. My people are made dumb. My people are silent. My people are being caused to fail. My people are perishing, are destroying themselves because they lack basic, practical common sense. Put it that way. Okay? See if there was anything else in here. All right, I'll go back to this because I want to show y'all real quick. Hey, Sister Angela, I'm on a different screen, so I can't see who's coming in. I'm not ignoring you, okay? But hello and welcome. All right, so let's look and see what knowledge means. So knowledge means facts, information, and skills acquired by a person through experience or education. Okay. Ain't that what the Bible just said? A person who does not apply, person don't have no experience. Experiential, that's the word used. Okay? A person that cannot discern, a person that does not take a practical approach. Okay? A theoretical or practical understanding of a subject. All it means is my people perish for a lack of understanding, a lack of comprehension, a lack of awareness, a lack of consciousness, a lack of realization, a lack of recognition, a lack of cognition. The ability to see that Danger is near, but you fail to take action. Practical. The ability to see that these people really don't care about us, but you keep going to them, asking them to care about you. My people perish. They are made dumb. They destroy themselves. They fail because they don't apply skills, education, common sense in a practical way. Everybody understand that? Everybody understand that? Let me know if you understand that. Powerful people pass away and perish for little minor stuff like this, minute stuff like this. You didn't use common sense when you was driving down the street with no seatbelt on and you was on your cell phone arguing with your boo. That's why the accident happened. And that's why you hurt somebody and took somebody out of this life. Practical. You went to driving school. You got education. And you did not implement this. You learned a skill. And you did not implement this. So you perish and you fail and you become dumb and you lack because of your what? Own fault. Because you do not want to use common sense. If food prices is going up and my money is going down, common sense would tell me I need to do something to make my money go up so I can keep up with the prices that are going up, because if I get too far below, I'm not going to make it. Common sense. Practical. Oh, God shall supply my every need. He gave you a mind and he made you wise. And he gave you common sense. He gave you common sense. God don't owe you any affordability. If you fail to prepare, can God give you water out of rock? Absolutely, if necessary. He done did it before. But if God tell you to get up and go to the brook, and you choose to stay wherever and don't go to that brook, he's not responsible or obligated to provide you no water. You're going to just die of thirst. Why? Because you failed to practice wisdom, discernment, common sense. Education tells you if you don't drink water for a certain amount of days, you shall surely not make it. And if I told you to go to the brook at Zarephath and you chose to stay in Chicago, that's your fault and not my fault. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Because it's that simple. That's how simple the word of God is. That's how simple the word of God is. You don't want to perish, prepare. You don't want to fail, study. You don't want to be poor, create wealth. You don't want to be homeless, budget your bills better. Take care of your credit. Common sense. And we want God to come in and act like a genie or act like a magician. And when he don't come through the way that we want him to come through, we get an attitude to start trying to serve everything else and everybody else. When truly my people perish for a lack of knowledge. Hope they help somebody. Because then you understand why you just got to let people fall off the cliff. That's what they choose to do. Is it going to hurt? Yeah, but it ain't nothing new. We've been seeing our people do this. We read about it in the history books. We can hope all day long. But until we come together and do something and see the urgency for us to want to do something, we will keep on going around this mountain. And you know what? This mountain has been over 400 years old. They didn't learn from the first 400 years. That's how stubborn our people is. They went into captivity for 400 years, 415 years to be exact. Then God raised up a deliverer, Moses, come deliver them, and them devils got out into the wilderness talking about, have you brought us out here to die? If you was going to die, you would have died over there. Well, is we going to have any food? It was better for us in Egypt. Pharaoh at least gave us meat. Then God said, well, hold up. Y'all want meat? Fine. I'll send the eastward wind, blow all this meat. I'll give you so much meat, it'll make you sick. He did that. Then, Moses is up on the mountain for too long. We might as well take all this gold and burn it and then give honor to this calf for bringing us out. God didn't took too long. We can't hear from him. We might as well go whoring around with other idols. And that's what they did. We still do that to this day. So God said, wait a minute, hold up, Moses, check this out. Your people is going to go back into captivity for 400 more years again, but this time they're going to go by way of ships. But I'm going to deliver them again. Most people don't even know that the first slaves that arrived here was August 26, 1619. Which meant August 26, 2019 was 400 years. Same year COVID came. Because the word of God say, even though I allowed you to be oppressed, and even though other nations took y'all, I'm going to make them pay me back for what they did to my people. Ain't that something, God? I'm like, wow. You're going to tell me to do something, and then I do it, and then when the time is up, you're going to hold me accountable for doing it. So clearly it says, I will punish them for what they did to my people, even though I gave them permission to do it to them. We start seeing the whole world just get, turned upside down. God had to flex his big muscle, let the whole world know I'm in control, not y'all. And that was a moment we should have been waking up. And even though that was absolutely had 100% human being blueprint written on it, God allowed it to show his big muscle and his big arm. I am God all by myself. Y'all need to wake up. These people that you thought was your friends and had your back, they don't. They didn't even want to give y'all $1,200 in stimulus money. Then gave y'all that PPP and started knocking on y'all doors, giving y'all big federal cases. And for the ones who didn't get federal cases, they got inflation. Hello, somebody. You don't pay us back that money. And the way we print money, they wasn't hurting for the money they gave us. But now something worse is coming, according to their mouth. If you don't know that, you just think I'm blowing smoke, go binge watch the last few videos. All the proof is there, okay? From what they said. I'm just telling y'all what they said and showing y'all what they said, okay? As I have been. But I'm moving forward. I love y'all, cousins. It was an honor. It was great to serve y'all in that capacity. My time will be spent in my mentorships. I have to spend time in the mentorships. They deserve it. It's just a lot better. It's a lot easier. You have people in there. You know the people in there are really about their father's business, okay? Because people pay attention to what they pay for. That's for sure. They value what would cost them something. So they're going to show up. They're not going to be like, here today, and 2 weeks later I'm skipping. And now somebody got to babysit and bring you up to speed and let you know, hey, the train is right there. We need to get on head across the tracks. The train is literally right there, and something is stopping it. I don't know what, but it's right there, and we need to get across the tracks. Okay? This is what I got for you, beautiful people. Take it, do something with it. This is a way for you to get at least in a better position financially than you are. Because trust me, you're going to need it. And I mean, you're going to need it right now. A lot of us should have had money already sitting up. That's why I'll be like, look, you guys want to learn how to make 10K. 10K will help you. Might help you for about 2 or 3 months, but it will help you. Imagine you don't got that. You in a worse predicament. We have tariffs on all nations, reciprocal tariffs. They're already sending out warnings in the media. You're not going to be able to buy certain food products, or you're going to be limited to what you can buy. Just imagine if all of us would get real serious about 6 months ago and we start stocking up on these things. And then God put us in a position where the store don't have enough, but we do, because we were smart. And we use knowledge. Because knowledge says something is coming. The last time something came like this, there was no food on the shelves. Trucks and stuff. I mean, like, people was panicked out. There wasn't no baby milk. Wasn't nobody able to move around and go to work. Okay? The way that they was used to. And this happened overnight. We start hearing about the COVID cases. People start getting sick. Then all of a sudden, overnight, lockdown, period. If you caught out after a certain time, whoop de whoop whoop. You can't move unless you're essential. Whoop de whoop whoop. Just overnight. And still to this day, our nation and the people in this nation and around the world has not recovered. Has not. All of the millions of lives that was lost and gone because people, powerful people with money, decided to go and create something and play God. And now the paperwork is coming out. They can't say, hey, you can't spin that narrative. No. It's coming out. Let me type it up so y'all can see. And Facebook and YouTube, if you want to come back like, hey, that's against our community. No, it's right here on the news, my guys. That's why it's getting ready to be exposed. The origins of COVID-19 is getting ready to be exposed. Jeffrey Epstein's list, exposed. But COVID-19, yeah, they going after Dr. Fauci. Because they didn't found out that he's the creator, had something to do with starting the IRS, CDC. And this is why Joe Biden pardoned him all the way to 2014. Yeah. It's a lot of deep, dark stuff. So, here we go. Let me make sure I'm sharing this over here. Yeah. House panel concludes that COVID-19 came from a lab leak. It's all over the news, literally. Wikipedia is even reporting it out. Okay? They started posting this a lot last year when it came out. And these are the files that's getting ready to be released where the American people will see these people did this to our loved ones. These people was over there doing stuff that they had no business doing. And that is going to hurt a lot of people. It is not only going to hurt a lot of people, it's going to devastate a lot of people. People, loved ones, husbands, parents. I mean, but now it's circling back. There are so many cases of measles out in Texas that, now they started sending messages out. Yesterday, it confirmed case. Now all of a sudden, we on high alert all up and down Mississippi, Texas, Louisiana, all of them southern states. All of a sudden, it's a measles outbreak. Okay. And H5N1, bird flu. We got to get rid of the cattle. We got to get rid of the chickens. We got to get rid of the cows because we have this bird flu, this contagion that is passing from animals into the meat and dairy that humans are consuming and becoming infected. No, ma'am, no, sir. Okay. I'll grow my own. Thank you. I'll grow my own. I'll grow my own. I know what I'm putting in my body. I can't afford to put nothing that ain't supposed to be in my body, in my body. I can't afford to do that. I can't afford to make myself sick. Not knowing what's going in my body. I'm talking about food. So, I have a couple of things that I want to offer, and then I'm going to jump off, okay? I've shared last night. Let me see if I got it still pulled up here. I do. Okay, let me go ahead and close this out. Oh, did it? It did do that. My. Hold on. Let me get it pulled back up. So I have the vendor's boss list. I'm letting that go for $47. Okay, this is a cool side hustle. It's a cool stream that it will at least, you can just make money off of this one product to take care of your groceries for the month. It has all of the celebrity hair, all of that stuff. Um, I don't know how that popped up there, but as you can see, it has human hair, celebrity hair. We have these Louis Vuitton and Dior sweaters. No, it looks a little blurry on your end. These Barbie bomber jackets. We have trans sublimations. I think that's how you say it. Um, Let me minimize this so I can keep going. Okay. This vendors list has all the latest, hottest, wear, fashion wear, footwear, purses, Gucci and Chanel sandals, jewelry. Has a lot of professional vetted vendors that don't play. They get the job done. Let me go over here real quick. Upcoming swimsuits, name brand. We did AirPods, have baby strollers. different style wallets, your little mace carrier, puffer jackets, bomber jackets. Some people call them puffer, some people call them bomber. Okay. Louis Vuitton shoes, boots. This vendor list has pretty much everything you need, okay? These are hot right now. Just by itself, if you guys set this up the right way, you can make $10,000 in the next 30 days between now and this time March. 10,000, if not more, just off the vendors list. Number one, people buy what's on it. Number two, the vendors are vetted, and that's what's most important. The vendors sell it to you for wholesale. So they might sell it to you for $5 per boot. And you sell your boots for $60. Okay? That's all your profit. But the products that you have available is what people want. Number two, people will have money. Okay? It is income tax time. So people will have money to be able to pay for what you're offering. And people love to look good, male and female, from head all the way down to the soles of the shoes. So I have that Boss Vendors list for $47. Um, I mentioned this, but I'll go real quick with it. I have 300 done for you digital products, 300 of them in all kind of niches, all kind of products. You can literally take one item from this 300 item list and just advertise or sell it every single day. Hey, you guys, I have a budget planner. A person who does not budget is guaranteed to go broke. You can download my planner. It's ready for you as soon as you purchase. Hey, I'm only selling it for $17, $20 today. It's Valentine's Day. I'm having 50% off my budget planner. Hey, I'm having 50% off of Mother's Day off of my mind mood tracker, my pregnancy journal. So many different things in there. So I have the 300 done for you digital products already done for you for $97. I have the 400,000 digital libraries. When I tell you that this thing has everything in it, coloring books, I mean, journals, it has everything in it. Audios, courses, you know, videos, audio books. I mean, anything that you want to sell, it's over 400,000 digital products that you can sell instantaneously. Okay, I have that for $197. It's 400,000 digital libraries or digital products in all different niches: sports, health and fitness, health and fitness, mental, mindset, all of this stuff. Okay, 197 for that. Um, I have the Faceless YouTube, the Storybook Masterclass, and how to build or how to uh, create dollars from digital websites. Okay, let me see. I was gonna go to Storybook. Hold on 1 second. I don't say much about, like, especially when people bring me testimonials. Hold on 1 second. This screen. Hold on 1 second. It won't let me go in. Hold on 1 second. Let me try one more time. All right. So here we go. I was trying to find it on my timeline. When I go on my computer, it's just a wreck. On my phone, it's different. It's a different setup, a different layout. I'm trying to go all the way back till January. So just give me about maybe 60 more seconds. Okay, we now in January. Oh my gosh. Almost there. And he's been off. Finally. My trust in God, my Savior, the one. Oh, here we go. You will never fail. I don't always share these, but they're personal and private to me, sentimental to myself. I have them if I need them. But this is a young lady who last year I did a very big virtual, um, I don't even know, it's like a virtual blitz for a whole month. And this sister said, I just want to take a moment to thank a truly wonderful person, Tawana Worlds, for teaching me this craft. Because of her guidance and support, I've been able to create a flowing income for myself and my kids. This journey has been life changing, and I'm so thankful for the knowledge and inspiration that helped me turn my passion into a reality. To anyone chasing their dreams, don't stop. The right guidance and determination can take you so far. Here's to growth, gratitude, and providing for the ones that we love. Okay? She went and created her own book that generates passive income for her and her children. Just simply taking tools and resources that I give. She's not the only one. I can go in an email, I can go on my business wall where these people have created their own books. They are living in financial freedom, and it doesn't even take much of anything. I showed y'all last night how it doesn't take nothing but a hop, skip, and a jump to go ahead and market your stuff. So in this, you get the faceless YouTube, which is golden. Okay. Um, I want y'all to see this automated video real quick. I will show y'all this. Any hurt, any answer. That's why I trust him. That's why I trust in my soul, Lord. And he answered, I sought the Lord. Okay, hold on. That's why I trust him. That's why I trust him. I sought the Lord. I sought the Lord. And he heard and he answered. Okay. This is an AI generated video. It's in the true crime niche. In this faceless YouTube, I go over the top niches, how to create a video just like this. This ain't even a real story. This is just a fake story. Texas killer chef who sold human burgers kills and cooks his wife after she threatens to expose him. 122,000 views 6 days ago. I'm going to go to their channel because I want to know. Okay. They got 5,800 subscribers. So they just started. Yeah, they just started. hmm First video, 28,000 views, 31,000, 36,000, 82,000. Texas nurse discovers on wedding night that her, these are all AI generated videos. They are stories. That's it. And they use them with,
tampering with evidence, food contamination,
and they use
his
them
sentence,
with,
death.
um,
But even as he was led away, his face remained unchanged. No regret. No fear.
the
Just a
images.
smirk. Like he had won.
Let me stop this.
Marcel spent 3 years on death row.
So what they do is use images that they create. This image is created in a platform called Midjourney. It's a realistic image. So they use this image, tell it what the background, what the scene looks like, and the background, and put a voiceover. And every time somebody watches that video, whether today or in 10 years, they will make a check from that video and the rest of them as well. So I have the faceless YouTube. I have the storybook, as you saw the young girl write her book, and now is being able to provide for her and her family a little bit more. She said a consistent flow of income. She sent me that on my birthday, just if it was just a simple reminder, keep going. I received it because it's not easy. So you get the faceless YouTube, the storybook, and you also get how to put together websites in literally minutes. SEO optimized, beautiful websites. You can do them for yourself or you can do them for clients. If you do them for clients, you can charge 5,000 per website that AI literally will build for you in under an hour. Adding different pages and information, their information, the template and everything is done for you, but just adding their information and making sure everything is looking good, I's dotted, T's crossed. You get all of that for all three of those, three bundled in one for $197. And lastly, I have a crafting to class. It is a class, crafting to cash class. Craft your way to some cash flow class. I'm going to show you how to create all kinds of things that you can sell on demand. I mean, as soon as you finish creating it, you can sell it. And trying to make sure where I see that at. For for both of those days. Oh. Trying to look at my notes, y'all. Trying to look at my notes. So I have, it's actually going to be 4 days. It's going to be not this week coming, but the following week. Um, Absolutely going to be a blast. You're going to have so much fun learning how to create in your God-given ability, making that money that you want to make, having an impact on somebody's life because of what you're creating or what you're putting out there. And yeah, that's a beautiful thing. So it is an intensive, it's a 4 day, but you will have access to all of the replays for lifetime, get all your Q's and your A's answered, and yeah, make money. All right, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and dip out of here. I love all of y'all. That's what I got for you now. You're going to take advantage of any of those opportunities before I close them all the way off. Then you can do so, okay? With that being said, you have a very good evening, and I look forward to seeing you soon.